Welcome to All Folks Racing PlayStation. Welcome to Cadwell Park. You can see the podium here in this image. You can see the track layout. And today we are with the BMW 2002 Stanceworks, a vintage GTB car. Just enough power to be fun, not too much power to be uncontrollable, although the Cadwell Park will prove, no doubt, a big challenge. And today we only have 8 drivers. It is August, so some drivers are away on holiday. Nevertheless, it should be a fairly interesting race. Look at the first row: Diogo Silva on pole, Cadwell on the front row. Second row, Peter Adrian and Scott Davely. Third row, Dale Taylor and Jumbo. Fourth row, it is John Scott and David Emge. We have 8 drivers. It should be a good 13-lap race. Let's go trackside and find out what happened in this race. It's Cadwell, baby! And go, boys, go! And away they go. Look at this, Cadwell and then Diogo Silva had both fairly good starts. And it seems to me that someone is at the back there. That is Peter Adrian. Oh, Cadwell and Diogo Silva. Oh, contact between the two leaders. Contact between the two leaders. Look at this. Peter Adrian is going into the lead of this race. Opportunistic move there by Peter. But surely we have to see. Oh, look at this. Cadwell is in the grass. He is dead last. But we shall see what on earth happened here. In the chase camera, we will find out what on earth happened here, because this was absolutely critical. This at the start. Look at this. Cadwell is ahead. Cadwell is ahead. But what's going on there? Oh, it's just connected. I think, well, Diogo was there as well, and Kev had a bit of space. At the slightest of touches, and Kev ends up in the middle of the grasslands. Now let's see this from Diogo's perspective, and let's find out from the onboard. This is turn 1, and you can see Kev in here. Just pointed at the same piece of real estate. I will take this as a racing incident. There, Peter Adrian, look at this, opportunistically is in the lead of this race. Peter Adrian, that has never won in Old Fox Racing PlayStation, is the leader of this race. Diogo Silva in second. Third is Scott Davely. Fourth is Dale Taylor. Nice start there by Dale. And then there's a group between Jumbo, John Scott and David Emge, with a fair bit of drama between these cars as well. And Jumbo is, I think that David Emge, ooh, look at that. Yes, there was a bit of drama. David Emge on the inside of John Scott, but outbraked himself there. And there is absolutely no runoff area in this track. You are straight into the grass, and they're still running side by side. But David, actually, oh, and is he going to leave the track again? No. Let's go back to the race leader. Oh, third place, it's a problem there for Scott Davely. Scott Davely has made a mistake there, and was in the grass momentarily. Yes, he runs wide there, and Dale Taylor up into third. So now the trio. Oh, look at this, Peter Adrian runs wide as well. Here comes Diogo Silva trying to retake the lead, and now he's going on the outside to the next corner, and almost contact again, but this time round Peter Adrian retains the lead. Oh, look at that. This BMW is absolutely brilliant through here. Oh, Dale Taylor! Dale Taylor zigged when he should have zagged. And Dale, this jump is very tricky indeed, and Dale just runs off the road. And this has caught multiple drivers in qualifying. But no problem for race leader Peter Adrian. That number 84 is being beautifully driven now. Second place, Diogo Silva. Third place is John Scott. Fourth is Jumbo. Fifth is Dale Taylor. David Emge sixth. And John Scott is seventh. Cadwell is recovering as well. Peter Adrian is going to lead the opening lap here in Cadwell Park. Still 12 laps to go. Let's look for battles. And it seems to me that there is one here for 7th place, because this is Cadwell that was exactly here on the right. Oh, and someone, everyone pretty much running wide there, including David and Scott, including David Demge, and John Scott runs wide. So the Cadwell is up into 7th. David Demge also ran wide there, but still holding on to that 6th place. Now Cadwell has a few seconds to make. Scott Davely in 5th place, 4th is Dale Taylor, 3rd is Jumbo. And look at this, the gap at the front is 0.8 of a second. Peter Adrian continues to lead this race. The opening lap was a 1:44. Of course, this time round will be faster. That number 84 of Peter Adrian is leading the race. Diogo Silva is coming, is faster in this section. Well, he's not faster, he's actually losing time. So, oh, look at that, Diogo Silva almost losing it there. In the same place that Dale Taylor just navigated off the road. And this is a nice group being formed here. Absolutely stunning images of this BMW Stanceworks vintage GTB car. Jumbo followed by Dale Taylor, followed by Scott Davely. Dale went off the road but managed to recover 4th place, and now he's trying to recover 3rd. Oh, look at this, there's a big battle here as Cadwell continues to recover, and now he's going around David Emge for 6th place. Cadwell is recovering. He is, however, 5 seconds away from the next driver. But he is now running wide there as well. But Cav should be able to still recover to that group. His pace in qualifying was mighty. Oh, look at that, look at the gap at the, oh, look at this, they are absolutely nose to tail for the lead here. Here comes Diogo Silva. This is a rather narrow track, so overtaking is not extremely obvious, especially with something that's almost a road car. Diogo Silva coming very close there to Peter Adrian. He launched at the deck on the first lap of the race, and now they are on the same screen. Is the closest battle. Oh, look at that, there's a big battle here between Jumbo and Dale Taylor and Scott Davely as well. Oh, Jumbo has lost it. He has lost 2 positions, so definitely something happened to Jumbo, and we shall find out what it was. On board with Jumbo. This is the far end of the circuit, and oh, he's just running wide, isn't he? Yes, he's running wide and has to back off, and here comes pretty much everyone. Excuse me, you are blocking us, so we are going into the fast lane, say Dale Taylor, and Scott Davely is very aggressive as well as Dale Taylor. Absolutely brilliant racing here. You can see the cars. That jump is absolutely problematic for this car. Another lap is complete. That's completion of lap 3. Peter Adrian continues to lead. Now on board with Jumbo. This group is battling hard for 3rd place as well. Into turn 1 they go. And ooh, Scott Davely runs wide. Scott Davely runs wide there. And surely this is an opportunity for Jumbo. Oh, look at that, the gap between the 2 leaders is 0.1 of a second, and now here comes Diogo Silva. Now he's going surely to go on the inside. No, can't break later than Peter. Peter locks up. Absolutely brilliant racing here at the front between these 2 drivers. Peter Adrian has led since lap 1. Now we are on lap 4 out of 13. And now here comes Diogo again on the inside, backs out of it. Meanwhile, let's check out on the battle there for 3rd place, because Dale Taylor, that yellow number 58, is under severe pressure from American driver Scott Davely in 4th. Jumbo has backed off a little bit there. He's a second behind Scott Davely, and Cadwell continues to be faster than most of these drivers. Well, at least faster than Jumbo. and almost as fast as Dale Taylor. So he could be a factor later on in the race, still for a podium finish. They complete lap 4. Let's have a quick look at the back of the field where John Scott is trying to come back at David Emge. The gap has been reducing over the last few laps, so we could see a battle here for 7th place. Cadwell is running 6th and running in the grass as well. He's trying a little bit too hard maybe. 136.4, that's a pretty good lap, but not faster than Dale Taylor. Dale Taylor is absolutely flying. Look at that, the drive. Oh, look at this, they are again nose to tail, and Diogo Silva almost losing it there. Lap 5 out of 13. Diogo Silva almost losing the car there. But he seems to recover over here. He just can't be close enough to make a clean move. Let's go and watch battles. Look at this. There's a big battle continues here between Dale Taylor and Scott Daly. And look at that. Actually, Dale Taylor is running faster than the leaders. And the gap is reducing. Only 2.5 seconds between 3rd place man Dale Taylor and 2nd place man Diogo Silva. So we could have a 4-way. Oh, look at this. Scott Daly almost hitting the back of Dale Taylor. Had to back out of that move, but Dale Taylor absolutely flying in that BMW. In fact, on the start-finish line, we should see all the drivers. Yes, there you go. Peter Adrian is leading, followed by Diogo Silva, followed by Dale Taylor, Scott Daly, and Jumbo. They're all on the same screen. And Peter Adrian, a 1:37.0, Diogo Silva, 1:36.9. Look at Dale Taylor's time, 1:35.832, fastest lap of the race. Now the gap is 2 seconds. And Diogo is coming back again at Peter. Now Easy trying to go to make for a move. Peter protects the inside and then brakes later than Diogo actually. Also different setups may be at play here. Some drivers with the loose setup, some drivers with the stable setup. Overall, the performance is broadly similar. But at different points of the circuit, different setups could have an advantage. Now the key thing is we are almost at the midpoint of this race. Look at this, Diogo Silva is now coming at Peter Adrian. Good exit there. And he is going for it. Is he going for it? Peter Adrian protects the inside. Diogo Silva tries, but to no avail. Let's see what's happening here in this battle as Jumbo has dropped back a little bit. Jumbo actually has dropped back quite a lot, so we'll rewind to see if anything obvious happened to Jumbo, because he was part of that leading pack and all of a sudden he's absolutely dropped back. So I wonder if we'll find out. No, we will not find out because we don't want to rewind too much, but Jumbo seems to have lost a little bit of time there. Oh, there was a bit of an off there. Now where is Cadwell? Let's go on board with Kev. And he's already seeing Jumbo. In fact, he's seeing everyone ahead of him. He's only 8.6 seconds away from the leader as Peter Adrian continues to lead this race. Oh, and where is Diogo Silva? He seems to be dropped. Well, he dropped back a few tenths. And Dale Taylor also checked out a few tenths from Scott, but Scott is coming back at him now in this final twisty section of Cadwell Park. Absolutely brilliant car here at Cadwell. Now some people like this car, don't like the circuit. Some people like the circuit but not this car. Can be a bit of a polarizing car. Nevertheless, a very intriguing combo here at Cadwell Park. And look at this there again, almost to tell John Scott is up to 7th. We haven't seen that, but the top 4 are on the same screen now. End of lap 6. We have 7 laps to go still in this race. And look at that, Diogo Silva almost losing it, but oh, now nice exit there. Can he finally make a move there? He seems to be close enough this time. He seems to be absolutely close enough this time round. Peter Adrian is putting his car in the middle of the track where he should be now. Diogo is trying to get back on the inside. The problem is that Diogo always breaks earlier than Peter for this. Oh, now nice exit there. It was a little bit of a slow in, fast out. The problem is that, oh, look at this. Diogo Silva now is trying on the inside here. It's not the obvious overtaking place, and Peter Adrian just shuts the door. But Diogo is coming back at here potential. Now he's going to go for it. Diogo Silva and Peter Adrian side by side. And Diogo completes the pass, or does he? He is the new leader. That was absolutely brilliant racing from the two drivers. New leader on lap 7 is Diogo Silva. This overtake took a while to effect, but Diogo Silva, absolutely brilliant move there. Now, oh, Scott Daly has got, oh, Dale Taylor has had a problem. Dale Taylor has had a problem. And he's lost a few seconds, so we'll rewind. We were just too busy with the two leaders. But Dale Taylor has had some sort of problem. Let's go on board with him. Oh, he's been in the grass. Oh, he's exited the corner in the grass. Now he's accelerating in the grass and, ooh, misses that tire barrier there. I'm not sure what's the purpose of that tire barrier, but he loses the position to Scott Daly, so Scott up to third. Scott Daly up to third. Jumbo is now under pressure from Kev Allen, and Kev could be, well, he's under pressure, and well, Kev is going to wait for him. So they both lose time, but that was, well, absolutely not intentional by Kev Allen, but I think Jumbo was just a little bit slow off the corner. Kev Allen was coming with a lot of momentum. Jumbo was trying to avoid going off track and spins in front of Kev, and Kev very nicely indeed recognizes that it was his fault, and the two drivers are not going to lose any positions because John Scott is 8 seconds behind this group. And they continue to battle as if nothing had happened. So nice to see that. Jumbo still in 5th. Kev Allen still in 6th, but they've lost quite a lot of time to Dale Taylor. Jumbo now running 7 seconds behind Dale. And Dale Taylor himself has lost a bit of ground to Scott Davis. Scott running on his own now in that number 90. Diogo Silva is 1.1 seconds in the lead of this race, so now Peter Adrian may need to, well, they're equally spaced now, the top 3. Equally spaced, Peter Adrian 1.3 seconds behind Diogo, and Scott Davey on a podium position, but still could be in play for second place. Now the battle is here. Jumbo and Kev Allen are having a go at it again. Now they connected in a couple of corners from here on the previous lap. John Scott and David Emge are 7th and 8th. Now here comes Kev Allen. Kev Allen is very quick here, but look at this. Jumbo is in the middle of the track, protecting his position, and no luck for Kev Allen on this particular lap. But this battle is absolutely not over. As now Kev Allen has got good exit there into the jump, and here comes Kev Allen. Oh, look at that, he's almost lost it. Now this is a bit tricky to overtake here. Jumbo is defending for his life there, is running partially on the track, partially off the track. Nice battle here between these two drivers. This is what this combo is supposed to be. In a narrow circuit, there is inevitably going to be a bit of pushing and shoving. Now Kev Allen has had a good exit into the start-finish line, and Jumbo is trying to protect, but it seems to me that Kev Allen has got the advantage coming into turn 1. And oh, and contact between the two drivers almost. Cadwell backs out of it. But now he's, wow, absolutely brilliant. They're almost in the same piece of track. Meanwhile, Scott Davely is also coming very close to Peter Adrian. We'll shift to that battle in a sec. But now Cadwell is on the inside, and it seems to me that he's going to get job done. No! He runs wide. There was briefly some contact between the two drivers, and Jumbo retains 5th place. Scott Davely is up into 2nd. We haven't seen what happened, but we are about to find out. Now Peter Adrian is running 2nd. Oh, he's just lost it there, and lost it again, drifting there through that corner, but that's not particularly fast, and Scott Davely now on the outside. Peter Adrian tries to defend, but in the same place where he lost the lead. He's now lost 2nd place to Scott Davely. Scott up into 3rd. Look at the gap at the front. Is 3.7 seconds. Diogo Silva is running away with this race. Scott Davely now up into 2nd. 3rd is Peter Adrian. 4th is Dale Taylor. 5th is still Jumbo. But defending from Cadwell like there is no tomorrow. And then it's John Scott and David Emge. The leader will enter lap 10. 4 laps to go in this race. Well, the battle is not over there between Scott Davely and Peter Adrian. And Dale Taylor could have something to say about this battle, because he's just clocked a 1:36.0, and the two drivers in front who were battling heavily on the previous lap are on the 1:38. Leader is also on the 1:36, but Dale Taylor is coming after Peter Adrian and Scott Davely. We'll keep an eye on that battle, as we'll keep an eye as well on this battle. Has been going on for ages between Jumbo and Cadwell. Kev is doing his 3rd attempt at an overtake, but Jumbo is having none of it, and he's defending very nicely indeed. Now let's go back to the battle for 2nd place, trying to figure out visually where is Dale Taylor, who's running 4th, and Dale can already be seen at the back there. Into the jump, into this final twisty section, including this very narrow corner over here. Different lines from different drivers, with Scott Davely taking a bit of a not exactly fastest line there. Last corner, Peter Adrian is coming back at him, it seems to me. Gap is just half a second, because Peter is starting to see a big yellow car in his mirrors. And that's Dale Taylor, who is again faster than any of these drivers. A 1:35. Oh, and the Cadwell has overtaken Jumbo. We have missed that, so we'll go and have a replay of what happened. It seems to me it was in that corner where most of the overtaking seems to be happening. Well, turns out it wasn't in that. Oh, Jumbo just runs off the track, avoids spinning, hits the barrier. Fortunately, no damage in Old Fox Racing, but Kev is up into 5th place. Let's have a quick look at other drivers. Number 70, John Scott, is 23 seconds behind Jumbo, and he is 17 seconds ahead of David Emge. I don't think that David is going to go a lap down anytime soon. Let's go through the field. Diogo Silva now on lap 11 out of 13, 3 to go. Scott Davely is defending from Peter Adrian, with Dale Taylor now closer than ever. Again, he's done a 1:35.7. That's faster than any of the two drivers ahead of him. And just with 3 laps to go, we could treat ourselves to a fascinating battle for 2nd place here at Cadwell Park. Now the question is, will we see any overtaking, which is very tricky in these narrow circuits with this type of car. Or will we see some mistakes potentially from any of these drivers? Oh, and Scott Davey is now under severe pressure from Peter. Scott made a small mistake there. Peter now runs a bit wide, and Dale Taylor is now formally accepted as part of this group because they're absolutely running nose to tail, and there'll be 2 to go at the line. 2 to go at the line. Oh, Peter Adrian almost loses it there at the jump. Cadwell has checked out from Jumbo at least a few car lengths, so we'll concentrate our... Oh, look at this, Peter Adrian, nice line through there. He is absolutely nose to tail, but here comes Dale Taylor as well. Two laps to go. Gap between 5th and 6th is half a second. Well, it seems something seems to be happening there. Now Peter Adrian, who has led this race for many laps, now finds himself trying to protect the podium. And Dale Taylor seems to have the best pace of anyone at this point. He is, however, in 4th place. Oh, Peter is... did he overcook that corner? Almost looked like it. Definitely other drivers behind him are taking a bit of a slow in, fast out approach to that particular corner, and Dale is now all over him. Now this is where Peter has been vulnerable before, and Dale Taylor certainly knows that. And look at that now. This is Dale's opportunity. Can he go for it? This is a tricky corner to make a move. Scott Davey has opened a few car lengths over Peter Adrian. The last lap is about to start. Oh, Dale Taylor! Dale Taylor! Dale Taylor again! And this is a disaster for Dale. The same problem as he had in the jump. The car just ran off the track. And that might be the end of Dale's challenge for the podium here in race 1, round 5. The leader is on the last lap. Let's check the gap between Scott Davey and Peter Adrian. It seems it's more than a second. And all of a sudden this race looks a little bit stabilized. If oh, and then Peter runs right there. Let's look at Cadwell and Jumbo. How are they doing? And they seem to be separated by more than a second too. And here comes Diogo Silva on the last lap. Now this is a round that we have no Darren Head, no Simon Allen. Simon Allen still the championship leader. Although that's going to change now if Diogo Silva wins this race. Darren had a bit of a slow start of the season for the reigning champion, but never count him out. And there's still a lot of racing in the summer season. But surely for Diogo it was important to maximize the result here today in the absence of two of his historically main rivals. A few more corners to go, and David Emge is about to go a lap down. I'm not sure that will happen. I don't think Diogo has to, well, force anything here. He's still a few seconds behind. So Diogo Silva 4.6 seconds in front of Scott Davey, just a few more corners to go. And David Emge is going to be on the lead lap because this is the last corner. Diogo Silva is coming to take the checkered flag here at Cadwell Park. He wins Cadwell race 1. Scott Davey is going to finish second, and Peter Adrian is going to finish in 3rd place. Nice race from all these 3 drivers. 4th place Dale Taylor. He had a lot of pace, but that consistency in that particular corner wasn't fully there. We do expect him to have a good race in race 2 though. 5th is Kev Allen, and Kev has finished a few seconds ahead of Jumbo. Jumbo with some sort of mistake or problem on the last lap. 7th is going to be John Scott, as we wait for him to finish the race as well. And 8th is going to be David Emge. Will follow him a few corners to the end. Is going to finish in 8th place. So good opportunity for all the drivers in the smaller field to also maximize their point score. and everything helps at the end of the season in terms of the point standings. And David is going to finish the race in 8th spot. This has been a very good race indeed here at the Liberator channel. As always, All Fox Racing, PlayStation and also PC. We shall see you in race 2.